It's Week 15 of the NFL.
And we'll see the Steelers' star quarterback.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Steelers and the Colts on Monday night.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over. They've seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is...
Third and long for him here. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean. Not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Hand off to the back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 4 yards there, but still a lot of digging left to do. It's third and really long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Holding, offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Play action on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Yeah, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Throwing now on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Decent gain here, but short of the first. Call it 7 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He brings it in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
And they take this in for the score. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, okay? You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You could just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That one gains 7. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Blown back, hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 36. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Colts ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at second in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding, offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. A tight end in motion now. Give now to the running back. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Offense to the line for second down. Looking for a throw here. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw it. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now from the gun. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Crowder with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The scoreboard reads 13-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They start out 2nd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And this one's going to be close. Did he get both feet inside the chalk? Oh, no, he did not. Great effort, but an incomplete pass. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. Pass play on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. Jukes out a one stop. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw it on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to the well again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9. Here's a throw. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's got room to roam here. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Finding Reynolds. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Looking to the air here. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. They'll throw on first. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 48. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense. Throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your...
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
The Steelers set to punt it. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. No return on that punt. And the Colts have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. They kick the running back in motion. From the 25 on 2nd down. Into traffic, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They're set up at the 35 now. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding, offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. 1st down, he takes the snap. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding, offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Throwing on 2nd and real long here. It is caught left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Colts trying to make some noise before halftime. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Completed to Reynolds. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So before third down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. They're throwing it. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
When a defender can get his hands on a pass and knock it away in any way, that's usually good things for the defense.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Throwing with a blitz on the way. All the left side. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Throwing now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Decide what to do on this second down. From the 38. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Headed out right. Oh, he's going for it again. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll throw it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch the lead to 23. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. 24-23, the final score. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. The Cowboys keep their postseason hopes alive as the victory runs their mark to 8-6 on the year. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bears keep their postseason hopes alive as the victory runs their mark to 8-6 on the year. This was an extremely